Okay, so today, guys, we had a bit of an accident. I broke my aloe vera plant. I wasn't paying attention and I knocked it over and it fell like a whole flight of stairs. And so this is what we have here. Don't touch the aftermath. Sorry, I'm outside. So I might do a voiceover, I might not. The aftermath of a broken aloe vera plant. We have some broken little thingamabobs here, little aloe vera leaves, broken one here. And so all hope is not lost, right? So what I'm going to show you guys how to do is how to successfully or heighten your chances of successfully propagating an aloe vera leaf into a full plant. That's the baby in the background, excuse me. So most people would assume that you propagate all plants by putting them into water, but aloe vera plants, they have a high chance of rotting in water. So there's another way to do it, so I'm going to show you guys. Okay. So the first thing you'll need is, of course, your aloe vera cuttings. They all need to be at least 3 inches long for them to do anything. You can experiment with shorters, but and then you'll need some potting soil. Don't use Miracle-Gro. Use some type of organic potting soil. And then you'll need some type of sand. Use all-purpose sand, not play sand. All-purpose sand is better quality. And a pot. Make sure your pot already has holes at the bottom for drainage. And now you're going to mix equal parts potting soil and equal parts sand. An aloe vera plant is like a succulent, so they do best in dry conditions. So cactus potting soil or potting soil that's been mixed with sand is best. And you're going to mix it all up. You're going to mix it all up. Make sure you get the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect because, again, it's not used to growing in super perfect soil anyway. Add a little more if you didn't add enough. And you're just going to mix it up. Make sure it's equal parts even when you add. And then you're going to take a piece. Now, this piece is pretty big. I'm going to try to focus for you guys. I don't really know how well I can focus with one hand. I'm getting dirt on my camera. I'm getting soil on my camera. Yeah, so this part is, I'm probably going to use that for, but see, this one is perfect. Now, mind you, you have to wait a couple days to repot to propagate your aloe vera. You have to wait till the ends have dried out. You can't use aloe vera parts that have not dried out because then it's easier for them to rot. So you want to try to use the aloe vera parts that have already dried out on the end. Let me focus back in here. Yeah, you want to try to use the aloe vera parts that have already dried out. And so it's not really a huge technique to it. Usually you can use like small individual containers, but I don't have those right now, so I'm just going to make enough room in a big pot. And remember, I'm going to show you guys again what the end must look like. You want to make sure that the end, once you cut it, that you leave it for a couple days. This takes like either from a couple days to like almost 2 weeks. But trying to make sure you're using the end of a dry aloe vera cutting, because if you don't, it'll easily rot and then the roots will not grow. And that's the whole point of this thing, is to make several aloe vera plants from one aloe vera plant. Got it? And then after you're done planting, then you water. Now, as you can see, my drainage is good. You see that foliage is not sitting there, which means my aloe vera plant's not going to rot. And then you're done. now you've started the propagation of your aloe vera plant.